more than the national average.
Oh, wow.
Boat by the time we go home.
Yeah, sweet. I could have been waiting on this bottle.
Another box.
Explain what you're doing, Will.
That line should be the inside of the flag.
Okay, I got it. Like that then.
Yeah, like that. You missed it. You're too, yeah, you're a little too far.
I've hammered these round off.
It's a left-handed hammer too, probably.
Knee down, flush it up.
Right there, Will.
Yeah. Let me get caught up with you a little bit. You're too fast, Mark.
Why not bend the hammer? Give me your hammer. Oh, sure. Get that left-handed hammer.
Do that, bro.
That's a shame.
4, 5, 6.
It's gonna be a book.
There you go.
Report before people, right?
Right about there. Perfect.
No, I went to good. I'm on the way.
Nope. I'm paying. I'm
I
watching.
was going to the head of the
I'll try to get the time.
we get some rhythm.
A little further out.
Is that too far?
No, that's good. You got a lot. You got a lot. Triangulate the base of the stem with like.
Hold on, did we pull this nail before we finish?
Yeah, when you get to here, stop.
Yeah.
How do you nail the end of the stem down?
All gonna get glass.
Triangulate it just with.
Shouldn't we pull that end nail though to take out any left ones?
The golden nail.
I'm in the stem here.
Oh, it's up to the flag.
Barely, but
No, just.
There's a hole up there.
but you're still in the shine.
Okay, that's good. Put me, yeah, right there, straight up and down, straight up and down. One right there, straight up and down.
Rick, what are you gonna use for the,
Pull that nail out.
guardrail, on the outer guardrail?
So,
We're going to use that mahogany board
Put
right
us
there.
one right
now
there.
we'll do a crowd control.
Yeah, straight down. That ought to be Wayne.
Yeehaw!
Right there.
Okay, I think we're probably gonna do that.
Or how little of an engine. There's a thing that is called the hook in a boat. Does anybody know what a hook in the boat is on the bottom?
I think we all do now.
You do?
Yep.
Okay, that is going to be put on when we go to glassing it. We'll fiberglass the whole boat up to the splash rail that we're gonna put on these two boats. You can see the splash rail on the other boat over there in the corner, the one that runs the boat. It's just a little splash rail. Well, this is where we really glass up to that. We don't glass the rest of the side, just up to the splash rail is all we glass it. But then the hook is, whenever we start laying the fiberglass on the bottom of the boat, we kind of used to, Bub Molina and other boat builders, they would start up here and they'd cut a chunk out of the bottom. And it'd come a little half-moon chunk and it would come up to nothing back there. That was called the hook. Now, the way it works is the bigger the hook in the boat, the more power you use, the boat will come down and try to stick its nose down underneath the water. And if you're you don't need a whole lot of hook if you're using a real small engine. But the bigger the engine you put on it, you need to put that hook on there to drive that bow down. And like I said, it's all done with, we've been doing them, I don't know, they still do fiberglass at the bottom the old way, a bunch of people. But Will and I, and on the last boats we built, we put the hook on by adding more cloth and stuff in the back here when we fiberglass it to build that hook into it. If we get too much of a hook in it, we go back and grind it down till it matches the engine that you put on the boat.
In other words, instead of a hook, we just put a built-in shingle, like a built-in trim tab.
It's built in, but you can grind it down. Once we go to glassing these boats, and it's very important, like if it was your boat, I'm going to ask you, what kind of power are you going to put on that boat? And the more power you put on, the less hook you need. But but if you got a little boat, a little engine, you don't need that much hook because it uses all of its power to get it going. But you want to keep that bow down. You can make these boats really rear up with a lot of power on them, especially a big engine. And we'll show you. Will can show you. We start the glass back about here and building it up on the stern till we get it where it wants. And we'll always ask, the first thing we ask, what kind of engine are you going to buy, hang on the back of it? And a lot of times we'll beef the stern up if they're going to put a big one on it. I have had some people try to tear up these boats. I mean, they would run the heck out of them with a big engine on it trying to do it. But if you put too much hook on it, you can't take off. You can't make a big engine perform because it just starts putting that bow down in the water and it wants to make the bow dig in. But we'll show you when we go to fiberglassing on the bottom. It's quite a deal to think about. And some of before you start back here about 2 foot off the back, and you start cutting out a little moon-shaped thing and let it come up right over here to the top, about right over here. Sometimes you would cut this much out of it on both sides. And that makes the more power you put on it, it brings the nose down. And you can see some of these boats that go down the channel like this and got a lot of power on it. It's just the hook is not into it if it's a home-built boat. And this is one thing that I don't go around telling people about how to put a hook on a boat. And this is really the first time I've told this many people how to do it. And at one time, and it is very important that you put it on the right way. Well, these 2 boats, probably one of them going to be sold to somebody and the other's going to stay in here. I didn't have to tell you guys this, but it's very important. That's a really important thing about putting the bottom on one of these when you go to fiberglass them.
Coach, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
When you talk about a hook, because
You made a mistake, you doing it that way, you're screwed. You can't change it. So you're better off About 3 feet, well,
A little bit further, some of them. You can almost go up there about 3, 4 feet, flashing it back, and that's, you glass it on there where it has that hook with the bigger in the back.
Full width trim tab.
yeah, full width trim tab, that's exactly what it is.
Well, gents, it looks like a boat.
PAPHA!
Is that right?
It's in my garage.
Sound like the voice of experience.
My wife owns a 24-foot. My backyard. I got that. It's like clear out the spot on the countertop. It's not just clear.
Yeah.
That's the way my shop is.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just.
Marek, how you doing?
How you doing today?
Looking like a boat, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. Might just float.
Yeah, it will float.
Got back about here.
Yeah, stop,
I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
And you can feed the stern and you're
Keep moving.
side of those two lines.
Yeah, that's good. Let me do the rest of it.
Plenty over here.
All right.
You know, I told Ray, I said, Ray said it's gonna be your boat, I want to give it to you.
You okay? You okay? Do that again, Rick.
Over him too?
Yeah,
Where's your camera?
bit. I put new batteries in it.
Tap it once to get the flash up, or I'm going to shoot one now and I'll get one later.
Yeah, because if you get too deep, you will wind up having what we have right there.
And go flat, go real flush. No, that's... There you go. Keep it right at the... That's the way you go. You want to keep this flush with this. Think this. That gives me an idea.
Turn it over, put on square.
I love show business. I was an event manager of major rock concerts and antique shows for 12 years.
Oh, really?
This is approaching that. Okay.
Fiberglass. Only one shot.
Shoot it. I'm shooting it. I don't know if you're going to shoot it. I'm going to shoot it. By the way, you need to download my camera.
Why did I trip last night?
Oh my God, this is... Oh, that's priceless. I got to get another one. Oh my God, it looks better. Oh, it makes me wet.
Disaster waiting to happen. That's what we call that.
Hell don't have that.
We were gonna move that, but we had to get evidence first.
And we could use another cord on the
We
vacuum.
may have used that before the law. Yeah, right.
Still on your camera, but that's okay. You got it.
Yeah.
You can get skills after this.
That button right there.
So I'll give you my camera someday, and you can plug it in your computer.
Yeah.
That's your store. Where are you? Are you by Pelican?
There he is.
And then do...
I'm gonna do your fingernails for you.
Them Lutherans are vicious, aren't they?
That'll work. See, that makes it that much easier.
All right, that's fine. Makes me no never mind.
This goes this way, Will. Oh, we have.
Yeah, I got my thought.
I did that. I did
I
that.
guess, Bill, you didn't own a router. You didn't own a router, did you? No, I didn't, no, a planer. I didn't own a planer. Or a router, because you're routing right now.
This was what's that, 18? Get out.
Transition right up like that.
Bed in there for you.
I wouldn't be impressed.
Get a mask.
How about the other side?
I did that. I did that.
Fall out, that's.
No, I did You got it. On this side.
Oh, it makes it more level.
Well, standing up higher, somebody's gotta get underneath.
Get a midget.
No, that's Charlie's guy. He's the underneath guy.
Who's the short guy?
That's his best work on his back.
He's good down there. Underneath the boat.
I've been working under my car for the last 2 days. Bolt on the keel. Bolt the keel.
Well, so we do that.
Yeah.
Whack 'em all down.
You fix the skirt in it, all the screws. All this was being.
A little bit too big.
Wait a minute, now, we get started. You'll be all right, Coach. They're right
Be careful with my transom, would you?
Are you right?
Would
Yeah,
you make
go
a
ahead.
nice transom? Then just clear coat it.
Yeah, just clear coat it.
Well, put it on Rick's table.
Yeah, so you're gonna have the first purchase haul, huh? That's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna do it a little bit different, is how to do it. And
So free build, not planned?
yeah, well, the plans are sort of in my head.
What do
But
you,
I've got-
what are you gonna do for the tunnel? You gonna bend plywood or you gonna?
No, just build a box.
Yeah.
I went over this afternoon and measured my whole boat so I don't have to reinvent the wheel.
There you go.
It's 6 inches deep, 12 inches wide, and
It's a square? More
42
than-
inches long. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
square box.
Okay.
And it worked really well in the hull. I mean, I could
Yeah.
run in 4 inches of water and get up in 7 or 8 with it.
I got smart. I start shutting off the still camera
Yeah.
in between.
All right.
You told me the batteries. I go, oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
batteries.
that thing will eat some batteries.
My wife, I got those little propriety batteries, but Kathy uses regular.
My next camera's gonna be
Double A.
rechargeable.
These on first and just before you
This one,
do the other. Fill them up and get all the sound on.
No,
No,
it
that's
is sheer.
for the sheer.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mention it for the shear.
Break the ends on the leash, it's just about right.
But, what's that? You pointed out, you made a good point.
Break the ends.
So this is the constant size, so that would only.
except where he put the
It's a little bit bigger than you push them right.
Well, yeah, I know what I mean. It won't make a difference if you measure that much from the.
We gotta do it. Boy, guys.
What are you doing, Will?
Size, so that-
We're gonna raise the
center line of the rail.
splash rail. Instead of being 6 inches right straight up through here, we're gonna come back in here and we're gonna bring that splash rail to here.
Oh,
To give it just a little bit of a class. So,
That's good. Yeah.
I think. So what
that's 6 inches. And,
Still.
okay.
All right,
Let's see if we can get to that
long
mark.
have you got longer feet?
I got
Let's see
it.
if it, all we want to get right there on that mark.
We're right there.
Oh, all
We got the same reference mark.
We got it, Rick.
Right?
Rick, we got it. Yeah.
You don't need a bat.
Yeah, I noticed. Get the ball cleaned up, you're gonna get a fresh ladder.
Somebody hold me in.
Well, they want to get the rise on the bow.
We got the same reference mark on the other side.
Yeah. We got the same reference mark on the other side.
How far back, or just grab it back there somewhere?
Let's see.
Charlie,
Turn it over.
you got the red line.
We got the same side in there. For the side front.
Would you go there, Will, 8 inches?
Yeah, I'm 8 inches up there in front.
Mahogany is so light.
Yeah, yeah. It hits.
Ta-da.
Okay, now we're gonna have the drill. And we need a drill bit.
What size? We gotta do the rice trick.
The size of the,
No, I didn't. I wasn't here. I wasn't here. Hard, that's on purpose.
and that's the drill.
All right, we're drilling this at what kind of center?
Okay, we have about, real close.
Yeah, I'll take the curve.
Further back here, we can get,
6 inches.
6 inches.
Couple inches apart up there.
Right.
Takes
Right. Let me finish this one line right here. I mean, it's close enough.
Over there, it's kind of rubber.
Dang.
We got a half inch.
I got it.
Is this one down? Wait a minute.
Well, we can follow that too. It don't walk too long. Choose one. No. He's doing that right there.
Where's John Henry? Did he show up tonight?
Against the hole.
He got pissed off that long haired
Who's that? Long hair guy?
Yeah,
I don't remember his name, but yeah, something happened with him.
right.
Well, I mean, John was
Can I get some help?
Gotta wait, gonna change, no, but you're not gonna have much to hold.
What's the matter with you?
He's going by a hole, it doesn't count anything.
With the front curly.
All we need is really.
Okay, hold on a second.
To see where to put the nail in the end.
You gotta have a bigger drill.
We'll change it out.
No, it don't matter, either one will work, either one will work is fine.
That's the 16.
You can see it, get under that and look. Now hold your drill. I'm gonna do something.
Okay, thanks.
I was gonna mark them. Just go like that.
There you go.
It'll hold better if it's small. It'll go in.
It don't matter.
You can't have a nail plug.
Are you going all the way through?
They'll work their way out.
I don't think he is.
Hey, put your finger back there.
Is that mom?
You wanna see this? I was building a rack for my sailboat in the garage.
See that blue button?
Really screwed.
This is basically what we're going to do.
We need to go on the bottom.
That one's good. Look, that one, that's it.
Okay, you're on the. There you go. There we go. Yep. Well, give me a mark. Give me a mark. That little bit of break like that, we put two more.
He's literate, but the trouble is he's got so much on her plate right now.
Yeah, if you can bring it by the shop, I can download it in 30 seconds.
Oh, really? Okay. It'd take me a lot longer.
Well, our
I
passive
can look at
break.
sailboats and go on Google Earth and look at cool islands I want to live on and stuff like that, but that's it. And I don't type
I
either.
love Google Earth.
Oh, God.
We're doing
going
was
to
here
be.
last night when
Atlas Sound. Company. You never had to beat them, did you?
You never know in here.
So not as a